place where you can, should something come out of you that's not the fruit of life, or should something be manifesting in your life that isn't the fruit of the Spirit, you want to get to the place where you don't feel ashamed about it. Yeah. And you know God's not ashamed about it. Right. Because then you can start having a conversation about what's going on, right, with God. Mm-hmm. So grace takes you to the place where you feel so innocent, you feel so persuaded that God's not ashamed of you, that you're not ashamed of yourself, that you can actually talk to God in the day that you find things in your life that you don't like, or that you don't think come from Him. Because if you're ashamed of it, you're going to think He's ashamed of it. And guess what doesn't happen when there's shame around? You don't talk about it. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. When people are ashamed, they don't talk. They hide. Right? Mm-hmm. And so if I'm ashamed of something, and I think God's ashamed of something, guess what? I ain't talking to Him about it. Yeah, do you see what I'm saying? I'm going to be hiding. I'm going to be avoiding that. God comes to say, who told you you're naked? Right. I'm not ashamed of your nakedness. Right? And so from that foundation, we begin talking with God about where we're at, what we think about where we're at, and it starts getting healed. We start feeling clothed upon, because He comes and clothes upon those places, right? We feel naked, therefore we feel ashamed. And He comes and starts clothing those areas of our hearts, and then we start feeling clothed upon, right? Does that make sense, Shelley? Start, and you can even, you can talk with God. If you feel like you struggle to talk with God about it, you can talk with Ray, you can talk with me. We can do a FaceTime chat. But you want to start getting at, you want to see the worst thing that you think there is about you. And you want to see how God embraces you right there. Yeah. And you want to see how there's no shame. He's not like, well, I guess I'll embrace Shelley because I got to, because don't you know I'm loved. Right. You do that side hug. You want to see that He embraces you in that place because He likes you. Yeah. Right? And so that's where you need to see it. You don't need to see God embracing you when you think you're getting it good or when you think you're listening to the message. It's that when you feel that shame, like you think you suck and you think you're a loser, you need to be out with it right there with God, why you feel that way. And you need to see Him not afraid of you, not ashamed of you, not embarrassed of you. You need to see Him shining in adoration, embracing you in that place. Right. Because that will start tearing down these lies you believe about yourself, right? Yeah. And there's no shame in needing to do that. Every single person that's ever come to the Lord has felt ashamed about something before. Every single person has needed their heart to be healed from that. So there's no shame in being there. And just like we talked about God, He does not despise watching a thing grow. He enjoys it, right? So He doesn't despise watching you and Him grow in your relationship together, right? It's like when I married Becky. I didn't know everything about Becky, right? But man, time stood still, the music played, her hair flapped in the wind, and I didn't look at what I had with Becky the first year and think, this sucks, when will we get to year 16? Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yet there was still so much that needed to grow. But I didn't look at all the growth we needed and said, well, this year sucks. When will we get to where we're going, right? And so we don't want to do that with our lives with God. And we want to understand that neither is God doing that. Right. God is, listen, man, you can go back and find pictures and letters that I wrote to Becky in year number 1. And listen, I was head over heels. Okay? I wasn't busy thinking, when will we get to the good stuff? Do you see what I'm saying? And so it's like we have this idea that we come behind and God despises this thing growing together. God despises this process and I'm despising it too. When will we get to the good stuff? Yeah. All the while, God is enjoying the dance. Right. He's enjoying persuading your heart. He's enjoying romancing you. He's enjoying making you feel so safe in His presence that you come out with your deepest insecurities and start talking with Him about it. He enjoys that. He's not busy thinking what's wrong with you. He's not busy thinking that you're behind the curve. Mm-hmm. He enjoys watching the thing grow together. He enjoys watching His life grow in us. He enjoys it. Oh, you know, like Becky's grandma is a farmer and a gardener. Listen, man, it wasn't a chore to water the soil and to water the plant. She freaking loved it. Yeah, right. And in fact, she would feel like something wasn't right if she didn't get to water the plants that day. And so God is not busy despising watering His seed that's in you. He's not waking up every day thinking, well, when's the seed going to grow in that? That's right. He's not busy doing that, man.
Putting in an irrigation system.
He's coming every day and watering the seed that's in us with His Word. And He's enjoying His time with us. Wherever it is we're at. When I was a little baby and I was crapping in my diaper, my parents weren't thinking, when will He stop doing that? Do you see what I'm saying? My mom changed my diapers, loving me all the while she was changing my diaper. She wasn't busy thinking, when will this kid get out of his freaking diaper so we can begin enjoying him? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those are bad examples because you can find people that maybe didn't think like
Yeah,
that.
that's
But
right.
please understand the context.
Hey, Greg.
I gotta add an example.